Okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and today in this video, I'm going to be doing my review for the most recent Superman and Lois episode, which aired on the 25th of January 2022. It was on the 25th of January 2022, and essentially, this is the third episode of the season overall. This was the reveal that we were supposed to see, in which we thought, obviously, the villain was supposed to be obviously presumed to be Doomsday, who was um, destroying the mines and from underground and making these cosmic earthquakes slash anomalies around the way, obviously, and making the earth obviously shake and everything. So they're like, what? Everybody was obviously confused, along with the DoD, including Superman, obviously, and his family, and Lois, and of course now the John Henry as well, helping them out, who is also an ally, and living with him with his daughter Natalie, obviously, who's living with them. So because of that, we obviously saw what was happening. There's a company behind the scenes called Aerotech, I believe. I'm trying to remember if I have the name correctly, but they're apparently the ones who knew about Bizarro, who's obviously the person who is revealed the new villain this week, and obviously the one who we thought was going to be Doomsday. But there might be Doomsday possibly next season, or maybe there will be a sneak peek or a preview of Doomsday happening at the end of this season of season 2 of Superman and Lois. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that. But yes, Bizarro Superman was the villain to be revealed. He had his suit on. It was like a bionic suit, kind of like the Doomslayer. I forgot the video game, but like a Halo, and obviously the Demon Slayer video game, shooting game, where the guys like in a whole entire suit, kind of like Crisis, the video game, or Halo or Master Chief. He's in a whole entire suit. So essentially, that's what happened. He after his suit got broken off, obviously we saw his his whole entire outfit. He has the obviously basically the whole entire Superman outfit with the backwards S, and he has a medallion on. His eyes light up blue. Essentially, yes, and he looked like Doom, essentially, from the video game. Where the Demon Slayer, obviously, you take it down, shooting villains, bad guys, demons, monsters, and whatnot. His suit looked like that. It's kind of weird how he has that suit on, but he really didn't need it in the first place, but it was to conceal his identity. And obviously, we all thought it was Doomsday, but it wasn't. So essentially, the mines were looked at by John Henry Irons. He went down there to go look, and he asked, obviously, Lois and obviously Superman, who obviously is Clark Kent, if he needed their help, because they couldn't go down there themselves. So what happened was they asked Lois's father, who was retired from the DoD, to help them get him down there. John Henry Irons, obviously, since he has connections in the DoD still, they made it so he was able to get him clearance to go down there, and he did. The Aerotech people let him into the mines. The main boss, who's in charge, the woman who we presumed is obviously working for the bad guy villain. I forgot his name. But obviously he's Superman's main villain. But we presume that she's working for him, and it's looking like obviously it's possible that she is working for him. We'll see. It's not Morgan Edge, but it's obviously Luthor. What's his name? Not Captain Luthor, but Lex Luthor. We presume that Lex Luthor is obviously going to be revealed possibly in the season, is what we've been seeing. Reports saying that the person that she was talking to on the phone last week was Lex Luthor, and they know about Bizarro Superman, and they're trying to control him in some way, use him as a weapon to take out Superman, kind of like with Doomsday as well, was with Lex Luthor having some type of obviously control and pulling the strings behind the scenes with that, obviously. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we have no idea what will happen, but it's been very fun and entertaining. So essentially what happened was Superman's obviously keeps having these headaches and migraines because of the connection to Bizarro and him busting out of the underground, destroying the mines, and obviously terrorizing the coal mine workers down there. And a lot of them were sacrificed, unfortunately, because of this. And John Henry Irons was able to go down there and look, and after he found out that there was some X-kryptonite and also blood down there, he got sucker punched from behind with a flashlight by the woman who was in charge of Aerotech, who we presumed is working for Lex Luthor. She kept him down there, he was still knocked down and inebriated. He almost obviously died and was trapped down there. Luckily, no explosives or nothing were let off, but he heard the fighting between Superman and Bizarro. After Superman sprang into action, Bizarro broke up from underneath the ground, and the DOD military, they started shooting at him. So they know about this already. And they were shooting at him. The bullets obviously didn't work. So after that, Superman and Bizarro got into a fight, and because of that, obviously, Superman was getting beat up. He needed help, and no one could save him, obviously, or help him. The DOD's Superman squad, the JV team, they didn't come to his aid this time, but they will be back on the next episode, back next week, because obviously Superman has to tell the DOD's new head guy who's in charge now, because Superman's obviously father-in-law, Lois Lane's Lois Lane's dad is not longer there. So the new young guy, he has to tell him about that. And that's when he asks him that he's going to have to work with the team or stay out the way, basically, essentially, because he doesn't want to work for the government and be like an asset, just like Captain America is. They kind of made Captain America like that with Marvel, how he was like a patriot for the United States and for obviously pro-America, but they wanted him to obviously choose a side. That's what happened with the Civil War between Iron Man and obviously Captain America, when those two sides split, obviously, with more patriotism being the option, along with identity, secret identities being kept, or the other side was keeping our identities a secret while also saving people and not having to be a government stooge. It's essentially what happened with Civil War and Marvel between obviously Iron Man his side and Captain America his side. So that's essentially what's been going on in Superman and Lois. We saw obviously Lois is trying to reach out to her sister through her father to get to talk to her about this whole cult situation and whatnot. Now, it looks like what happened, obviously, with this hit piece that's been affecting them is that Lois's Gazette at the Smallville Gazette that she works at, I forgot if that's the name of it. But anyways, the cult leader, this lady who obviously almost got her sister killed, comes out of nowhere and says that her sister won't be talking to her. She sent me instead. So it's looking like Lois, her sister, still under that lady's control, or the lady found out somehow. She came out to confront Lois, and Lois obviously was looking very angry towards her, and she was very happy about that. The DOD will have to be notified by Superman next week about what's going on with Bizarro, because he's going to destroy and terrorize the city. He was speaking some language, obviously in Kryptonian, but I know what he was saying. He at the end of the episode, we saw him go to his own fortress of solitude to obviously, it looks like obviously just like Superman's, but his was destroyed, so I have no idea where his is at. So we'll have to see how that takes place, obviously, because his looks like just like Superman's, where it's all snow, it's cold, and ice, and obviously a climate like a winter climate like the North Pole. Whereas Morgan Edge, obviously the Eradicator, Superman's brother, which is Tal-Rho, he had his Fortress of Solitude in the desert, looking like this dune sands of obviously Tatooine, or in Star Wars, or obviously the Arizona or the Mojave Desert. It was all hot climate, big rocks. It was like looking like that, like Arizona or the Grand Canyon. That's how his Fortress of Solitude looked. I don't know if Bizarro is going to be trying to recruit Tal-Rho, who is also Morgan Edge, Superman's Kryptonian brother, the Eradicator, or if he's going to jump in and actually help his brother. If Morgan Edge will jump in and say, we'll put our differences to the side to help to take him down, because he's going to destroy everybody, and us included. I don't know how it's going to happen, or if that will happen. We'll see what happens, obviously. It was very fun. It was obviously very strange, because we were like, watching the episode, if you saw it too, you're like, oh, he's fighting Superman, and like you assume it's Doomsday. But when you saw that he had a suit on, he's very big, but once the suit was revealed, you saw his face, and it was obviously, he looks just like Superman. Superman obviously noticed that, and it was like obviously looking like what we presume was Bizarro, not Brainiac, and it was not Doomsday, it was Bizarro. So it has now been confirmed. So we'll see what happens with that. Captain Luthor, aka John Henry Irons, got into his space battle suit. He looked like Master Chief / the Demon Slayer, obviously, as well. His suit, he sprung into action to help Superman, but Bizarro did not obviously become phased by the plasma blasters that he was shooting at him. But after that, while he was punching Superman, Captain Luthor, aka John Henry Irons, was shooting Bizarro with plasma beams while Superman was being punched, because you're just trying to save him. That's when Bizarro swatted him away with his hand, punched him. He flew back. He fell into some rocks up against the hill in the quarry where they're at in the coal mines, up in the air. And then obviously after that, John Henry Irons fell to the ground. His suit has been damaged. He's okay. He just needs to fix it up. And his daughter Natalie is going to help him with that because she's also a mechanic. She taught him how to do that because she used to help him fix his suit years ago when they were in battle. When he was in battle against the Kryptonians, obviously on their Earth, and obviously the evil version of Superman, which they obviously were asking him to Captain Luthor, is this the Superman from your time, the evil one version of him? And obviously he said no, this was not. It's not possible for him to be here. And then Superman said this was a doppelganger. And then obviously we heard when they were all discussing this together, which was Lois, Captain Luthor, aka obviously John Henry Irons, also Lois Lane's father. That's where he said there's a bizarre version of Superman out there. Of course, Bizarro. The DoD obviously needs to be notified of this. Lois Lane's dad said to Clark Kent, who is Superman, you need to tell them about this. This is a national security threat, and the effort needs to be put in to inform them. He said that those young guys at the DoD, the Superman JV squad, they're all young. He said they can't take Bizarro. He said that's when Lois and obviously her father agreed and said, you need help, Clark. Even Superman needs help when who should take help from people when they're giving it to him, and when it's asked of others, when it's asked to him, he should be given obviously assistance. So basically, she said, obviously Lois Lane and her father said, if people ask Superman for help, he should take it. And that's when Captain Luthor said, we can take Bizarro, but the question that was asked to John Henry Irons, who is also Captain Luthor, and also obviously Superman, Clark Kent, by Lois Lane's dad, is, can the two of you take on Bizarro? Superman says, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So Clark Kent is not sure. Obviously, they're going to have to bring in the JV squad of the Kryptonian Superman team from the DoD, because there's 3 of them, one of Superman. So yes, they all can help each other out to take down Bizarro because he's very powerful, along with Doomsday as well, just like him. Even at Morgan Edge, yes, they all would need help to take. They would all need each other's help to take these guys out. So that's what we're going to see next week. Following up on that, obviously. Yeah, that was basically it. I'm not going to talk about their whole relationships on the show with Jordan, Jonathan, Superman, and Lois's kids right here, because I really don't care about that. The football thing's cool. I like it how they're bonding with that, but their relationships with the girls that they're dating is of no interest to me. So I don't care about that. And that's basically it. Because of the lashing out, the Superman obviously had to deal with his anger issues because of the huge, obviously, headaches and migraines that he had in his head because of Bizarro, his connection to him, because Bizarro is Kryptonian, an evil version of Superman. He was lashing out his sons and whatnot. Obviously, that's something he obviously had to apologize with, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, what will be Bizarro's demands? Who will he team up with? How is the DoD going to use their JV squad to take him out? Will they have them use Kryptonian weapons against him to take him out? What will happen, obviously, with Morgan Edge, who is obviously the Eradicator, aka Tal-Rho, who is the Kryptonian half-brother of Superman? Will he be involved? Will Lana Lang be involved as well? His right hand, she was very powerful, and she's obviously Kryptonian as well, and mutant, obviously a superhuman, obviously with strength, and yes, you can say possibly mute. Obviously a superhuman or mutant, but we say Kryptonian obviously because that's what she is. We'll see what happens with that. We obviously do not know. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, what's going to happen with that. If they're going to have to come to him for help, Morgan Edge, who is the Eradicator, also known as Tal-Rho, those are all his names. And what's the DoD's situation? Are they going to want to use nuclear weapons against him, or just obviously Kryptonian weapons, specifically the kryptonite experimental weapons that they have lying around down there at the DoD, which is a lot of them to hurt Superman, but they can use them against Bizarro to hurt him. But obviously, it's going to be a sacrifice because the JV squad and the Superman, obviously, those 3 guys, three of them, they're all young. It's 2 guys, 1 girl. If they can all use those weapons in some type of way to not affect themselves and kill them, while also trying to take out Bizarro, or will they sacrifice instead by the DoD in order for them to take Bizarro out, save this town of Smallville along with Metropolis and the United States of America, obviously, in the world, and then they'll be able to create more, or will they have to use some type of other methods to take him out? I have no idea. Throwing him in the sun won't work, or putting him on another planet. I have no idea. There's no technology for them to throw him to a portal or some type of a whirlpool / black hole. I have no idea. We'll see what happens with that, but it'll be very interesting to see. It was very nice to see Superman and him fight. It was very cool, even though Superman obviously was having problems with his whole connection with him, and him having a headache. He was getting beat up. He had a few punches, but I don't know how that's going to work in the future. How Superman's going to have to break that connection between him. Will he have to wear some type of energy dampening helmet like Magneto in order for him to deal with that? Like also, Professor Xavier used to use Cerebro to lock in on people, but Magneto had that to protect himself from people, from trying to break into his mind, obviously, including Jean Grey, who was the Phoenix. Other people, including obviously his former friend and colleague Charles Xavier, aka Professor Xavier, in Marvel with the X-Men. Will Superman need some type of helmet to put on his head in order to fight him, or he needs some type of suit in order to do that, some type of battle suit that will keep him the connection between them from obviously affecting him, a psychic connection, obviously, that they have with each other, because he's obviously Bizarro Superman, aka Kryptonian, who's the evil version of Superman. So that's Bizarro. So we have no idea about that, but we'll see. Wait and see about that. The show's been great. It keeps getting better every episode. Will they possibly show Doomsday at the end of the season and give us a teaser and kind of give us a trick? A fake out, like, oh, you thought Bizarro was going to be here only, but we're still showing you Doomsday, but here's Doomsday at the end of the season to give you a teaser for season 3, which probably will happen, obviously, because that was the trick. They made us believe that, oh, it's Doomsday, and then obviously we saw that just yesterday, 2 days ago, when we saw the episode finally, that it was revealed that it was obviously Bizarro instead and not Doomsday. So we'll see about what happens with that, with the remainder of this season, for Superman and Lois season 2, obviously. But that'll be it. This show will be back on tomorrow, which will be, next week on Tuesday, which will be season 2, episode 4. And we'll see how that obviously transpires. It continues to happen. The preview shows Superman talking to the head of the DoD, the younger guy, and telling him about what's going on with Doomsday. Bizarro, and he explained to him what's going on. He said that they're gonna have to help you, this young team. And that's just how it is, obviously. He told Superman, obviously, you're a liability, not an asset, because of the effects of you being close to this being, which is obviously Bizarro, and you having these headaches and migraines and stuff, and it affecting you out in the field, on the battlefield, or obviously in the field in general, when it comes to saving people. So those young guys, the 2 young guys and the girl are going to have to help him. The young Kryptonians, Superman, JV Squad, they're going to have to help him in order to take down Bizarro. And whoever else obviously possibly comes out of nowhere, if he has his own army of adversaries, technically his own army of, I guess you can say, his minions, I guess you can say, that they would be adversaries to Superman and his whole entire family, including the DoD and us, of course, the people of Smallville, everybody, and slash Metropolis as well, that city. So we'll see what happens, obviously. Thanks for watching my video. That's the end of it. That's all I have to say about this. In regards to Superman and Lois, I thought it was great. Like I said, every episode has been getting better, especially with them starting off very early and getting into the reveal of Brainiac for the past couple of weeks now. We got a preview of him every episode and what we know to be revealed, and we thought it was going to be Doomsday, but it's not. Now the full reveal has been revealed this week, obviously, and he's now fighting Superman. And that's basically it, and that will be the end of my video, and thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you have not watched the first season, I suggest you do watch it and catch up on it to see the second one as well. They're on CWT. The show's on the CWTV network for free. You can also watch it on HBO Max. It's also on Amazon as well. And that's the end of my video and review for Superman and Lois season 2, episode 3, and that'll be it for me. Thanks for watching my video, and that's all I have to say about this again. Thank you and goodbye.